So on the Lower Salmon River, all groups below Hammer Creek, the boat ramp at Hammer Creek, are required to fill out a self-issue permit. And we have those located at several locations and kiosks along that section. But you show up at the boat ramp, you fill out your self-issue permit, put our copy in the box, and you hold on to your copy on the river. That permit gives us use data, but it also has rules and regulations on the back so that you know what's required for you on the river, like having a fire pan, packing out your human waste. So it's important to stop and fill out your self-issue permit.
So you want to make sure when you pull in, you get your boat unloaded as fast as possible, and you make sure that you move it to the farthest side of the ramp. That way other people that come behind you, they can put their boat on the ramp and get out as fast as they can as well. So when you start unloading your gear from the truck, you want to make sure it's not spread out everywhere on the boat ramp. Make sure it's down on the far side in a nice compiled spot. That way you're out of the way of other people and you're being a boat ramp hero. So fast and efficient.
What can really help minimize your time on the ramp is to unload your gear into a pile off to the side of the ramp, and then get your vehicle off of the ramp as soon as possible, and then come back and load your boat. If there's a jet boat or a drift boat or a motor boat that all they have to do is back in and put their boat in and go, and they're very quick, to let them go ahead of you is courteous and can avoid conflicts, make a new friend. Be patient at the boat ramps, have good river courtesy and etiquette, be nice to each other, and don't cramp the ramp. We have separate goals out here, but one of them being is making sure that people have a natural landscape canvas, if you will, to paint their experiences and have a memorable time on public lands. We also make public contacts with everybody out here and make sure that they have the right equipment and the proper stuff that's required in the permit, like a portable toilet system and a fire pan if they're going to have a fire, dish screen to strain their dishwater. There is some equipment that people are required to have. We clean up trash, we pull out tires, recliners, we scour the beaches and make sure that they're very clean. But we're really out here for education and safety and to keep it clean. We actually have a rule in place. It involves what we call camp running, and that rule states that a group, private or commercial group, may not occupy a beach until after 1:30 Pacific time, unless the entire group is with them. Another helpful tool that can help mitigate conflicts is to try to find a beach that's appropriate to the size of group you have. So if you're out here with a group of 4 people, maybe consider not camping at the largest beach on that section where you're at that night. Another really good tool is to communicate. If you're floating next to a group, ask them where they're planning on camping, or let them know where you're planning on camping, and maybe you can work it out. But usually there's always plenty of beaches, but I think the good thing is to have flexible expectations to where you might not get the beach that you want. Travel on, find the next one, and enjoy your night. You're on the river. We use what is typically known on the river as called a groover. There's all different kinds of groovers, but it's basically a watertight container that you can pack out your human waste. We don't allow bag systems. There are bag systems out there, but on this river we have a SCAT machine, a cleaning system that cleans these toilets that you have to drive by when you take off or take out. We're at Chief Looking Glass Park in Asotin, Washington, and this is the SCAT machine where you can clean out your human waste container, your groover. I like to wear rubber gloves. You are going to need $2 groover, and I suggest leaving the lid on while you strap it down. Make sure that the toilet or the groover is strapped securely to the door all the way to the back. Okay. This SCAT machine also works with many other toilet systems, 5-gallon buckets, the EcoSafe. So the lid goes on here, close it, and hit start. And let the magic happen. Technology is becoming more wanted use in the backcountry and public lands. So if you listen to music, you know, maybe consider headphones or earbuds. So just keep that in mind. Ways to leave no trace is obviously pack out all of your trash. All of it. Everything that you brought in, you should pack out with you. And the big one that we see at beaches that kind of gets overlooked by people is what we call micro trash, which is that fine little trash that people miss. So it's really good to do a final beach sweep before you leave camp and make sure you picked up all of the trash and the micro trash. We move all of the rocks off of the beaches that people place maybe for their tents or for their shade shelter. So if you're out here and you use rocks to stake stuff down so it doesn't blow away, that's fine and totally appropriate. We just ask that you put those rocks back. And it's just much more inviting for the next group to come to a beach, have it completely clean, and they can formulate their own experience that they want for that night. Bring a sand stake. The beaches are very sandy, and to tie up your boat, sometimes there's not a big rock or an object that is, close enough to tie up your boat. But if you have a sand stake, that can really help. So we do have a saying that we like to tell people on the Lower Salmon River, and that's to love it and leave it clean. We are very passionate. We all love managing this gem that we have out here in northern Idaho. So please help us keep it clean, love it, leave it clean, and we'll see you on the river.